Hi everyone, my name is Yinka Oladele and I'm with the African Cancer Support Group. Today we are having conversation with the co-founders of the African Cancer Support Group, Dr. Levi and Mrs Florence Omara. How are you guys doing today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. And how was your week, Dr. Omara?
The week has been busy fighting the snow.
Wow, Dr.
Yes.
Omara has been fighting this snow. Nobody really likes the snow.
Yeah.
But some people need it for their livelihood.
Oh, yeah.
And Mrs. Omara, how was your week?
My week has been so busy, and again, he talked about snow, and for sure, I'm not a fan of snow.
Wow. Well,
yeah.
We are in this city, we are in this country. There's nothing we can do with the snow. We love it. It's beautiful. Anyway, so today, as you know, November is prostate cancer awareness month.
Yeah.
And Dr. Omara is a two-time prostate cancer survivor, while Mrs. Omara is a breast cancer survivor. Dr. Omara, please can you tell us, what is prostate cancer?
Well, prostate cancer is, of course, cancer of the prostate itself. Prostate is a gland that produces the fluid in which the sperms swim. The tube that comes from bring urines from the bladder goes through that tube valve called the prostate and passes the urine out. So when the prostate becomes cancerous, the flow of the urine is going to be affected. Usually the prostate gets enlarged, and that shrinking the prostate, you have difficulty urinating. That's the first signs you will begin to notice.
So how do people know? How do people know that they have prostate?
Yeah, one sign I've already said, the difficulty in urinating,
okay,
or erectile dysfunction,
okay,
or inability to make ladies pregnant.
Okay.
Those are some of the major ones.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So you are a two-time prostate cancer survivor. How did you know that you had prostate?
Well, I was working in the US, so I came for Christmas to visit my family. The first thing I noticed the first night was erectile dysfunction. I didn't take that one slightly. I went and saw my family doctor the following morning, and she sent me for lab test.
Wow.
Test for PSA. And that's a test that it came positive, but the prostate was at very high stage of 4.0.
Wow.
That's about the beginning of it.
So the second time, you also had another scenario.
Yes.
So what happened?
Well, the treatment was based on iodine radiation, okay, which is known to have a short half-life. So if you take it treated with iodine, you're likely to reoccur in 5 years' time.
Oh.
Yeah. And when you're better here, they say there's no more, so they cannot treat you again. They can just give you hormonal therapy that will shrink it a little bit. It eventually becomes impossible. Yeah.
Okay, so Mrs. Omara.
Yes.
How did you feel when your husband had the prostate cancer?
Oh, the first one was, I think, very sad because the kids were young. My youngest was only 10 when this happened, and I remember going to the office, and because I like talking a lot, but that particular day, my boss looked at me and said, "Okay, what is happening?" And I said, "My husband has been diagnosed with prostate cancer, and I don't know how to tell the kids, because when he was in Florida, he would come home around the 19th of December for Christmas. So that was December 18th. And the kids were so excited that it was coming. And he told me, no, that's exactly when where they're going to do surgery on me. So it was a very hard time for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Dr. Omara, I know that cancer diagnosis does affect mental health. How did you cope when you had your first diagnosis?
Did I cope?
How did you cope?
Oh,
Coping.
well, I was able to work. I was able to work when I was first diagnosed. According to work, and I actually had 1 year to decide on which treatment I'm going to uh, do. And when I decided, I went for radiation. That was given on the 17th of December, 2003.
Wow. So you had 1 year to decide.
Yes.
That means it was caught early or what?
Yeah, it was caught early at PS 4.0.
Oh.
So as I waited, I was asked to take to do PS every 6 months. By December 2003, I was now PS 7.5. The doctor said that we must do it, catch it now.
Wow.
For the grow any further.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Omara,
Yes.
when you had, how did you feel?
Oh,
Maybe that's not even the right word.
Yeah.
How, like, it's not easy hearing the word your husband had cancer or something.
Yeah.
As the wife, how did you cope with hearing that your husband had prostate cancer? And how did you tell the kids?
coping, I went into prayers because I talked to a few friends who said, we will pray that out, but I cried a lot cried myself a lot at night. And talking to the kids, my boss gave me an idea, said, you need to break the news before this Christmas day comes. So I sat down with the kids and we made their favorite food and they're like, Mom, what is this occasion for? I'm like, Daddy's not feeling well. I didn't break that story that it was cancer because it was a very strong word. I said, Daddy's not feeling well, so he's getting treatment, so he will not be here for Christmas. And of course, one of the girls did not take it well. My second girl cried throughout the night. And the next day, I talked to her and she calmed down again. But she cried a lot, the second girl. Yeah.
So, Dr. Mara, there are many people that have been affected by prostate cancer. And according to the research, people of African descent, they have been affected in a high, they have the high percentage. So what would you like to say?
Yes, it's true. The people of African origin have the highest percentage of prostate cancer. Mainly because of our skin. We have got dark skin. That does not allow us to absorb sunlight as fast as the white people. And if you live in North America we had enough time to sit in the sun. When during winter here, we are indoors. And if you are working, even during summer, you are indoors. So you don't have time to sit in the sun. For instance, me, I was working in Florida, where there's a lot of sunlight. But I wasn't working in the sun. I was working in the lab. I would come at 8:30, leave the lab about 5:30 or sometimes at 6 when the sun is gone. So sunlight, lack of sunlight or lack of vitamin D, because sunlight helps in the synthesis of vitamin D. Our people at home who work in the sun tend to be protected for some times. If they develop it much later in their life. But those who are in Africa who also work in the offices are less susceptible to what prostate cancer is. Those of us who live in Canada here and developing at the age of 50. Because most of the time they arrive about 8:30 in the office, leave 5:30. They have no time to expose their body in the sun. As opposed to our brothers who work on the farm and they're living through cultivating food. Those are exposed to the sunlight and exercise. So those are the two key things. Lack of vitamin D seems to be the key thing.
Wow, lack of vitamin D.
Yes.
And lack of sun.
And sunlight we have to use to generate vitamin D.
So, our men listening or watching, what do you want to tell them?
That is the best chance to get prostate cancer cured is to catch it early. Mine was caught at the early stage at PSF4. And then I had to watch and decide on which type of treatment for a year. And by the time I went for treatment, it was PS7.5, which is still early. Still, that means the prostate cancer is still confined within the prostate. It does not come out of the organ. So the best thing is, depends on the family. The age of 50 is about the time you should go for PS. That's for me. But in some people, even it comes earlier. So it's safer to start it at the age of 40. Do your PSA every year. See?
I think
Yeah. Get your
PSA
family to
test.
know. Yeah.
PSA
And of
test.
course, yeah, you have got to know what happened to your father or elder brothers. You have got to keep an eye on those, because indication. Your father died of prostate cancer, you're likely to have it by the age of 50. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes in our culture, we actually don't know what kills somebody.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Right? So you may not know what killed your father if your father is passed.
Yeah.
You may not know what killed your grandfather.
Yeah.
Right? You don't know whether you have PSA
Yeah.
problem in your family. But the advice is, if you are age 40,
yeah,
right, what it will cost you is to go and see your doctor.
Yeah.
Right? Sister Florence, what do you have to say?
So on behalf of mothers out there, because we are our son's first girlfriend, let's convince our boys to talk to their doctor. They need to check themselves up at age 40. And moms there, I know you guys can do it because boys hang around us so much. And for fathers there too, talk to your boys, check yourselves, and take the boys to check themselves, because it's real. Cancer is not only for people abroad. Cancer, prostate cancer has become a big thing in our community. It has come to my house twice. Ladies and gentlemen, let's encourage our boys to get checkup. Thank you.
Thank you. You said it came to your house twice, and I pray that it will not come again.
Amen.
I pray it will not come again. That will be the end. The last one that came will be the end.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up, thank you everyone. We are talking about prostate cancer, and Dr. Omara is a 2-time prostate cancer survivor, and his wife is a breast cancer survivor. They've been through the journey of cancer in their family, and their survivors are now encouraging people to go for tests, to go for checkup. Please, if you are 40 years and above, go for test. Call your doctor, book your test. All what it will cost you is 1 hour or 2 hours that you use when you get to the doctor to do the testing. In closing, do you have any remarks, any other thing to say?
Well, there are nothing else. I want to repeat that they should go for PS early in their life. Begin to screen and follow it every year until you turn 50, 60. Yeah.
And the Sister Florence, what else you have to say?
I just want to thank everybody, and I want to again remind you guys that we have African Cancer Support Group because of cases like this. Reach us to us and support us, because this has come home and we need to fight cancer. Cancer is a liar. Thank you.
Thank you. One of the things we are doing at the African Cancer Support Group is to reduce the number of deaths in the community. When cancer is caught early, it will be dealt with early, and will avoid unnecessary death in our community. Let us do the needful. Let's go for testing, because early detection saves lives. Once again, my name is Yinka Oladele, and I'm the Executive Director of the African Cancer Support. Thank you.